It was 3:17 in the morning at Carewell Pharmacy. The fluorescent lights hummed, the automatic doors sighed open and closed, and the rest of the city was asleep except for those too broken to rest. A young woman named Nina, just 28, stood at the counter. Her eyes were hollow, and she was clutching a crumpled prescription. "Pick up for a Carter," she said, her voice completely flat. The pharmacist, James, took the paper and scanned it. Alprazolam. It was a high dose, a one-time fill. His stomach dropped. He'd seen this exact scenario play out far too many times before. He bagged the medication slowly, trying to buy a moment. "It's a rough night?" he asked gently. Nina didn't answer. She just stared at the floor as if she was hoping it would just swallow her whole. James leaned in a little closer. "You know, this medicine can be dangerous if you're feeling alone." Her breath hitched. For a second, he thought he'd gotten through, but she just grabbed the bag and turned to leave. And then she froze. Standing at the door was a little boy, maybe 6 years old, wearing pajamas and rain boots, holding a stuffed rabbit. "Mommy?" he whispered. Nina gasped. "Liam, what are you?" He rubbed his sleepy eyes. "I had a bad dream," he said. "You weren't home." Nina's face just crumpled. She dropped to her knees, hugging him so tight James thought she would never let him go. Watching them, James felt a cold dread wash over him as he remembered. 3 years ago, his wife, the same look in her eyes, the same prescription. He had been too late then, but not tonight. He had to act. "Hey," he called out, his voice gentle but firm. "Before you go, we've got some hot chocolate. It's on the house." For him, Nina hesitated, but Liam tugged on her sleeve. "Please, Mommy." So, they sat down at the tiny table by the window. James brought them cocoa with marshmallows, and even a cookie shaped like a star. As Liam chattered away about dinosaurs, Nina's tears started to fall silently. "I just can't do it anymore," she finally whispered, her voice breaking. "The bills work. His dad left. I'm failing him." James didn't offer any cheap advice. Instead, he slid a small card across the table. "My sister runs a support line. It's free, 24/7. Just talk to someone." For him. Nina nodded, gripping the card like it was a lifeline. They left an hour later, hand in hand, the prescription bag still unopened. James watched them disappear into the rain. He thought that was the end of the story. But it wasn't. 2 weeks later, a woman walked into the pharmacy. It was Nina. She had the same eyes, but this time they were brighter, and the same boy was right at her side. She handed James a small envelope. Inside, he found 3 things. First, the unopened prescription. Second, a note that said, "You gave us more than cocoa. You gave us time." And third, a photo of Liam blowing out birthday candles, with Nina behind him, smiling, a real, genuine smile. James framed that photo and kept it behind the counter. 6 months after that, a news alert popped up on his phone. The headline read, "Local Mom Opens Crisis Support Center for Single Parents." It was named the 3 a.m. Table. The photo showed Nina and Liam holding a sign. Underneath, there was a quote from her. "Someone saw me when I was invisible. Now I make sure no one else is." James cried at work that day for the first time in 20 years. Because on that rainy night, he didn't just stop a tragedy, he had accidentally sparked a movement. And now, every night at 3 a.m., the little table at the pharmacy stays empty. Not as a symbol of loneliness, but as an open invitation for anyone who needs a place to sit down before they fall. It's a reminder that sometimes the smallest act of seeing someone is the very thing that can save the world. If you or someone you know is struggling, please know there is help. We've put some resources in the description below. Thank you for watching.